Shabbat Shalom. This is Larry Mitchell with Friends of Israel. We are continuing our verse-by-verse study through the Apocalypse of Jesus Christ, the book of the Revelation. Today we are concluding our study on the mark of the beast, Revelation 13:16-18. And he, the false prophet, causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in the foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. Many people believe that the mark of the beast will be an RFID microchip. Certainly, the United Nations and the World Economic Forum are working behind the scenes to try to force everyone to have be microchip by 2030, the Great Reset. Here's a quote from Prophecy in the News. The United Nations wants everyone to have a biometric identification tag by 2030, which is part of their global goals agenda. The United Nations is already working hard towards the implementation of this goal, particularly among refugee population. The UN has partnered with Accenture to implement the biometric identification system that reports information back to the central database in Geneva. And these new biometric identification cards will not just be for refugees. According to different fine biometric report, authorities hope that this technology will enable them to achieve the UN goal of having this kind of identification in the hands of every man, woman, and child on the planet by the year 2030. The following quotes comes from the official website of the World Bank. Providing legal identity for all, including birth registration by 2030, is a target shared by the international community as part of the Sustainable Development Goals, Target 16.9. The World Bank Group has launched the Identification for Development, a cross-practice initiative with the participation of 7 GPCCSA sharing the same vision and strategic objective. Count ensured a unique legal identification with enable digital ID-based services to all. I've been asked on more than one occasion if the corona vaccine is the mark of the beast. It is not. The prophecy of the mark of the beast will not be fulfilled until after the rapture of the church, during the time of the tribulation period. But I do believe the corona vaccine is a test run, an experiment, if you will, conducted by globalists anticipating universal microchipping by the Great Reset of 2030. Already the rights of unvaccinated people are being taken away. It would seem inevitable that the time when no one will be able to buy or sell unless they can produce the green passport. One cannot imagine how difficult it will be for those left behind during the tribulation period to resist taking the mark of the beast. Starvation will be widespread, according to Matthew 24:7. It will be a capital offense to refuse to take the mark of the beast. If you miss the rapture, will you have the courage to refuse to take the mark of the beast? August Landmesser stood alone in 1936, refusing to give the Nazi salute. If we are honest, we know it is very unlikely we would have the same courage to stand alone as August stood. It'll be much more difficult to stand alone during the tribulation period. Very few people will have the courage to refuse taking the mark of the beast. But taking the mark of the beast has eternal consequences. Revelation 14:9-11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast or his image, and receive the mark on his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. We're living in interesting times. And if you are left behind, my prayer is that you will have the courage to refuse to take the mark of the beast. Shabbat Shalom. This is Larry Mitchell.